20th edition, the 20th Annual Scientific Conference and General Meeting of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria. As with all programs of this nature, we will be starting off the program with the national anthem, which will be followed by the anthem of the University of Ibadan. While these two anthems are going on, I humbly request that we please stand to take these anthems. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we please hallow the national anthem?
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Oh, tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria, small and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be our symbol, as truth and justice reign. In peace, over to honor, and this we come as gain. To hand unto our children, our banner we all sing. Oh, banner for creation, grant peace our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria shall be blessed.
That last part of the anthem of the University of Ibadan captures to a good extent the essence of the University of Ibadan, to enshrine the right to learn, for a mind that knows is a mind that is free. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the University of Ibadan, the first and the best, the university that leads all other universities, the university that others look at and envy. university, my university, the University of Ibadan. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we please all of us put our hands together for being at this wonderful location this morning. Thank you, thank you. This university is led by the Vice Chancellor, who is the chief host for today, Professor K.O. Adebowale, who on this occasion is ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor Aderonke Bairoju, who is also here with the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation, and Strategic Partnership, Professor Oluyemisi Gbangoshe. It's a round of applause for them. Without wasting too much of our time, I'd like to invite to take their position on the high table the Vice Chancellor, University of Ibadan, Professor K.O. Adebowale, MNI, AFS, FAS, who is being ably represented by Professor Aderonke Bairoju, the DBC Aka. It's a round of applause for her as she comes to the high table, to be followed by the DBC Research, Innovation and Strategic Partnership, Professor Oluyemisi Gbangoshe. Please clap, if you don't clap, she will swallow you here and you end up in court. It's a round of applause for her as she comes to the high table. Permit me also at this juncture to bring to the high table the Provost of the Pioneer College of Medicine of the University of Pioneer College of Medicine in Nigeria, the 13th Provost, Professor T.O. Ogudiro. Please a round of applause for him as he comes to the high table. This event is being hosted by a department that belongs to a faculty. I would like to also bring to the high table the Dean, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor Odunola, who is being ably represented by the Deputy Provost-elect, Professor S.B. Olale. Please a round of applause for him as he comes to the high table. I have just been reliably informed that he's no longer the Deputy Provost-elect of the College of Medicine. He's now the substantive Deputy Provost of the College of Medicine, Professor S.B. Olale. To also come to the high table is the President of this great society, the Anatomical Society of Nigeria, Professor Barnabas Danbon. Please a round of applause for him as he comes to the high table. Ladies and gentlemen, we must also give recognition to whom recognition is due. We must also recognize our giants in this field. Allow me to bring to the high table as well one of the very few people with 3 initials in the University of Ibadan. Usually when we write initials for males, it's usually 2 initials. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is one of those that we know, this young man is one of those with 3 initials. A colossal giant in the field of anatomy. Please a round of applause as he comes to the podium. Professor Ayodele Babajide Olukoya Kesalu, better known as A.P.O. Kesalu. you very much, sir. To follow him to the high table, please put your hands together for Professor M.T. Shogunbi. Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to also bring to the podium is here on the HOD, the head of Department of Anatomy, University of Ibadan, Professor Oweye. Give a round of applause for him as he comes to the high table. He again is one of those few people with just one initial. You know, we have some people with 3 initials. Those are special people. And then we have the normal 2 initials. Professor Oweye is just like a unique 1 initial. A round of applause for him as he sits down comfortably at the high table. We will go on with the recognition of guests as we take the welcome addresses we'll take the welcome addresses, the various welcome addresses we'll be recognizing guests as the events unfold. But ladies and gentlemen, shall we please put our hands together for ourselves for being here, because we are truly all special, and without you being here, we will not have an anatomical society or a conference that from inception is proving to be a successful one right from this morning and onwards. Shall we please start with the welcome address by the head of Department of Anatomy, Professor Oweye. Please a round of applause as he comes to the podium to give his welcome address.
The Vice Chancellor, ably represented by our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Strategic Partnership, the Provost, College of Medicine, Professor Temidayo Obudiro, our Deputy Provost, the President of Anatomical Society of Nigeria, Professor Barnabas Dambono, a life fellow of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria, our very own Professor A.B.O. Desabu, our leader in the Department of Anatomy, Professor M.T. Shogunbi, fellows of the Anatomical Society, all professors recognized, faculty, postgraduate students, our invitees from the Department of Pharmacology represented by the HOD, Physiology represented by the HOD, all other HODs, and other members of the faculty are present. Good morning. We greet our esteemed guest speakers and the participants. I want to welcome you to the 50th Anatomical Society of Nigeria Scientific Conference, Annual General Meeting, holding in Ibadan, Nigeria's premier university, the first and the best, and the oldest Department of Anatomy in Nigeria. Can we put our hands together for you? Our department particularly welcomes you to Ibadan, the city of the first. Ibadan boasts of several firsts in Nigeria. The first television station in Nigeria, the first university in Nigeria, the first Department of Anatomy in Nigeria, the first Olympic-sized stadium in Nigeria, the first teacher in Nigeria, the first skyscraper building 26-story house in Nigeria, and that tells you that you will be receiving the warmth of the people of Ibadan, which we are sure you are going to enjoy. You are particularly welcome to the home base of the oldest living anatomist in Nigeria, maybe in the world, Professor A.B.O. Isa. You are recognized. When we were at Base University last year, we received the honor of the mandate to host the 20th edition of this conference. Our sense of gratitude knew no bounds, and in fact we thought the association, and we knew that the association will be visiting the base of some of its founding fathers, because in Ibadan there are two of the founding fathers that are here. Professor Matthew Tibita Osokunbi was one of those who were part of the foundation of the Anatomical Society in Bayero University in 1922, and of course another giant we have Professor A.O. Maloma, who is unavoidably absent here. One of them, the Professor Sokubi, as we all are aware, later rose to become the 6th provost of the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan. Can we put that together for them? Our department and the LOC sent profound gratitude to our Vice Chancellor and his management team. We must tell you that we created a record because the VC and his team gave us audience on the 12th of September, and yesterday, less than a month, also gave us audience. The Vice Chancellor and his team was so good to us and have been so good to this conference that there have been many goodies in the package and which we are enjoying. Again, I want to say that we appreciate his generosity and his team, and we thank him for the support he has given to us. To our provost, we want to say thank you very much, sir, for finding time to be with us. And to our deputy provost, we want to say thank you for being with us. And then for our dean, who is every representative for our deputy provost, we also say thank you for his and for our support. To the press, to our well-wishers, you are welcome. We want to say thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Head of the Department. Please, can we do something better for him? If you put all this together under his very distinguished, energetic LOC. That was a history. 32 years ago, in the city of Kano, a child was born. That child has produced so many. I can see professors here. I can see father professors here. But please, I can see grandfather professor. Another round of applause for this society. We are happy to have among us, after all, is recognized Professor O.S. Amaza. Professor O.S. Amaza, you are most welcome. Professor Gabriel Omotosho. Professor Gabriel Omotosho, you are welcome, sir. We also welcome Professor Sonny H. Garba. Professor Garba, you are most welcome, sir. Thank you so much. We are happy to have among us today Professor Hakeem Fawayemi, the Vice Chancellor of British Nigerian University, Abia State, Nigeria. Please put your hands together. Can you imagine the number of personalities in this very small room? This is the essence of Nigeria. We're happy to have you here. Also, we have Professor Chike Anibeze. Professor Chike Anibeze, you are most welcome, sir. Also, we have Professor Olubenga Ayonuga. Professor Olubenga Ayonuga, you are welcome. Professor S.O. Adewale is also among us. Professor S.O. Adewale, you are most welcome, sir. Also, we have among us Professor D.O. Adeyemi. Distinguished scholars, erudite professors, it's our pleasure now to invite the President of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria, Professor Barnabas Damborno, to please address this gathering. Please thank you for the applause. Thank you very much.
Madam Vice Chancellor, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the 20th Annual Conference of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria. It is with great pleasure and profound gratitude that I welcome you all to the 20th Scientific Conference and Annual General Meeting of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria. This year's theme, Anatomy and Disease, exploring the potentials of microscopy and anthropometry, is both timely and critical as we continue to push the boundaries of our discipline in addressing the health challenges of our time. I would like to thank the local organizing committee led by the indefatigable chairman, Dr. Innocent Emosima, and his dedicated team. The relentless effort alongside the unwavering support of the head of department, Professor Olatunde Oye, have made this conference a reality. You have staged a conference befitting our society standards, and we are all grateful for your commitment and hard work. We are also immensely grateful to the University of Ibadan administration, which has enabled this prestigious gathering to take place on their esteemed grounds. Your partnership is invaluable to us. To the entire membership of our society, fellows, professors, senior academics, researchers, our undergraduate and postgraduate students, I express my deepest appreciation. Your dedication in registering and attending this conference, despite the economic challenges we are all facing, speaks volumes of your passion for our noble profession and your determination to advance the frontiers of anatomical sciences. As we gather to exchange ideas and research findings, I urge us all to place a renewed focus on mentoring the young generation of anatomists. They are the future of this society, and it is our collective responsibility to guide them towards excellence. However, I would like to encourage all of us to begin surveying the integration of artificial intelligence in our field. AI is often referred to as the modern electricity, and it has the potential to transform not only the way we learn and teach anatomy, but also how we apply it to solve real-world problems in health and disease. It is essential that we embrace this new frontier as we chart the future of anatomical sciences in Nigeria and beyond. Once again, I would like to thank everyone for their presence and contributions. May this conference be a fruitful and inspiring experience for all. May God bless you all and bless the Anatomical Society of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please a round of applause for him as he goes back to his seat. That's the president of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria. We also have in our midst very wonderful colleagues, professors from far and wide who have come to make this event a glorious and magnificent one. Permit me at this juncture to recognize Professor Adeyo Olusola. Is a round of applause for him here or she? Professor Gabriel Omotosho. Thank you, sir. Professor Bernard Enaibe. Round of applause. Thank you. Professor Adeyo Atilade. Professor Sunday Musa. Professor Ofusori, please a round of applause for him. Professor Mrs. O.A. Komolafe, please a round of applause for her. Professor Saliu Ajao, please a round of applause for him, I'm sure. Around. Professor Ekwere Okun Ekwere, I hope I did not murder that name. Please a round of applause for him. I hope I got you very well. Professor Mrs. Lillian Chris Ozoko, please a round of applause for her. Professor Emmanuel Obikili, please a round of applause for these erudite scholars. We will now go straight to the welcome address by the Dean of Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor Oyeronke Odwola who is being ably represented by our own Deputy Provost, College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, Professor S. Olale. Please a round of applause for him as he comes to deliver Dean's welcome address.
Thank you very much. That's where you stand on existing protocols. We become forgetful. So let me just appreciate the presence of the Vice Chancellor, represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, and also my DBC region and my Provost College of Medicine. On behalf of the Dean, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, I would like to welcome all anatomists. I believe I'm an anatomist, but I want to welcome all anatomists from different places. There's no way you be a physiologist without being an anatomist. That one I know. And I want to welcome you to Ibadan. The head of department has said it all. It's the land of the force. And I believe that you are going to enjoy every bit of your stay in this place. In the process of moving on in my academic journey, I've had the opportunity of interacting with lots of colleagues in anatomy department, from Sokoto to Maiduguri to Ilori and in Ibadan. And I'm happy to see a lot of them here seated who I've interacted with and I've even published to it. I am happy to see likes of Professor Tony Jas, Professor Enaibe, and our own associate physiologist, Professor Dan Bono. You understand what I mean? He's the husband of a physiologist. You are welcome, sir. But I will not want to leave this place without giving honor to whom honor is due. Some of us, our knowledge of anatomy today is premised on the excellence of certain individuals who have deposited knowledge in us. Anytime I hear that Professor Ibiu Desalu was going to be somewhere, I take my time in dressing his way. And I know I'm not disappointed. Today, I deliberately put on this bow tie because I know Professor Ibiu Desalu. The only person that disappointed me actually is Professor Shokubi. Yes, this bow tie, I associated it to two of them, Professor Ibiu Desalu and Professor Shokubi. And I always remember my first set of lectures under the tutelage of Professor Desalu. He will say, when you drink anatomy. When you eat anatomy. When you smile anatomy. On this basis, I welcome you all.
Thank you, sir. I am sure every one of us will be inducted into the family of anatomy. Or who is not an anatomical figure here? Raise up your hand. Oh no. There's nothing, no other thing we can do. With due respect, is it physiology? Is it biochemistry? Is it even pharmacology, sir? Nothing can exist without anatomy. Please let's put our hands together for this wonderful society. We especially recognize all the fellows of the society here present. Please let's appreciate them together as well. Society. And now, as we go to just before we call the provost, please let us recognize one thing. That Pa ABO, yes, Professor Pa, yes, Grandpa ABO Discipline is not just a fellow of the society, he is a life fellow of the society. Therefore, it's my pleasure to invite the 13th provost of the College of Medicine, the flagship College of Medicine in the whole of this country, Professor T.O. Ogundiran.
Our dear Vice Chancellor, represented by DPC attached, academics, and also here present in our recognition as the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Academics, Deputy Vice Chancellor of RISPs, the President of the Anatomy Society of Nigeria, the Doyen of Anatomy in Nigeria, Professor A.B.O. Disan, a distinguished neuroanatomist, neurosurgeon, and the 6th Provost of the College of Medicine, Professor M.T. Shokunbi, the head of the Department of Anatomy. Oh, sorry, I left out my DP. The Deputy Provost, Professor S.B. Olaleye, distinguished fellows of the association, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the students and staff of the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, I welcome you all to the 20th Scientific Conference and Annual General Meeting of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria, which is taking place in the ancient city of Ibadan, one of the most populous cities in Africa, and the seat of the premier university in Nigeria, the University of Ibadan. I consider it a special honor to be invited to grace this august meeting. I congratulate the executive committee members and the local organizing committee and all who have expended time, energy and resources to organize and play host to this important meeting. I welcome all delegates, members of the association and other dignitaries from within and outside Ibadan to Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, and to the University of Ibadan, the breeding place of scholars, academics and professionals who are working in character and in learning. I especially welcome you to the 1st Department of Anatomy in Nigeria. The Department of Anatomy, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, provides academic and professional services to many departments and programs in the university. Amongst others, its core activity is the teaching of human anatomy to the students of many programs and departments in the university, mainly medical, dental, and physiotherapy students, as well as students in pharmacy, nursing, biomedical laboratory sciences, physiology, human nutrition, and environmental health. This department is also home to many great anatomists and teachers, including our own Professor A.B.O. Disalu, a living legend, and Professor M.T. Shokunbi. I'm told that the essence of this conference is to equip researchers in basic medical sciences with the necessary skills and knowledge necessary for capacity building in translational research, and that the theme is anatomy in health and disease, exploring the potentials of microscopy and anthropometry. Therefore, the conference promises to be very insightful, as it is expected to also highlight the critical roles of understanding anatomical research in health and disease. Hopefully, this conference will also enhance the exploration of novel, practical, and pragmatic ways of addressing the challenges that face teaching and research in anatomy and the training of future anatomists for Nigeria. It is my delight to welcome you all to Ibadan and to wish you fruitful deliberations and a successful and fun-filled meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. In a discussion with my friend who is an anatomist, we were discussing on alcohol and its benefits and dangers to the brain. Myself being a physiologist, after enumerating some of the deleterious effects of alcohol on the brain, my anatomist friend looked at me and said, "Thank you. But one thing I know, the best brains in the world are preserved in alcohol." And I could not say anything afterwards. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for the 13th Provost of the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, for giving us a very warm welcome address. We will now move to the address by the chairman of this occasion, the Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Keo Adibowale, FAS, MNI, that will be delivered by the DVC, that is the Deputy Vice Chancellor Akkad, a woman in whom I hold in high regard, Professor Aderoke Bayo. Please a round of applause for her.
Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Strategic Partnerships, the Provost of the College of Medicine, the Deputy Provost, the President and Executive members of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria, my first anatomy teacher in 1974, Professor A.B. Ndisagi, members of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Kayode Adibowale, FAS, MNI. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 20th Scientific Conference and Annual General Meeting of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria, taking place in the first and the best university in Nigeria, the University of Ibadan. We deserve a clap. Your conference is coming up just 1 month to the 76th anniversary of our great university. I'm particularly pleased to host this scientific conference and welcome you to the city of Ibadan, the city of the firsts, as you have heard from the head department of anatomy in UI. The Department of Anatomy was one of the foundational departments of the Faculty of Medicine at the inception of the university as a college of the University of London in 1948, to which it maintained close links until 1961, when it became autonomous. Initially, the Department of Anatomy UI taught only medical students in training, but over the years, the scope expanded to offering anatomical knowledge to a diverse set of undergraduate students from 6 different faculties of the university. These include the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, they teach BSc Physiology and BSc BMLS. Faculty of Clinical Sciences, they teach MBBS and B Physiotherapy. Faculty of Dental Surgery, they teach the BDS students. Faculty of Public Health, they teach BSc Human Nutrition and Dietetics and BSc Environmental Health. In the Faculty of Nursing, they teach the BNS nursing students. In the Faculty of Pharmacy, they teach the BPharm students. This is in addition to postgraduate programs like MSc, MPhil, PhD, and MD, all of which are attracting students from far and wide due to the quality of the program in UI. I'm aware that one of the branches of anatomy is histology, where the fine structure of cells, tissues, and organs is revealed by microscopes of good and high resolution. And these inadequate equipment in Nigeria is obvious. It's on this note that the University of Ibadan is making great efforts at acquiring a transmission electron microscope to extend the scope and sophistication of the experiments which researchers may perform, both postgraduate and at faculty. Once again, I welcome you to the University of Ibadan and wish you all a nice day. Do enjoy the attractions in Ibadan and the University of Ibadan. On this note, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Kayode Adibowale, FAS MNI, I declare open the 20th Scientific Conference and Annual General Meeting of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, ma'am. The Deputy Vice Chancellor in her address said that we should try to enjoy the University of Ibadan and its environs. I will enjoy you to try some of our delicacies, especially the well-known Ibadan dish, which is amala with abula, which is made from iridu and bedi. In addition to that, add like 1 or 2 goat meats to make it a balanced diet. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan. We will not waste too much of our time. We will go straight to the vote of thanks to be given by the chairman, LOC, the chairman of the LOC of this conference. But before we do that, I'd like to recognize the presence of our dignitaries. Professor Kenneth Odu, please a round of applause for him. Professor Magnus Thomas, Professor Mbaka, from the sister department to anatomy representing the HOD, Professor Laya. Welcome with me, Professor S.E. Oumi, please a round of applause for him. Professor Adekilekun Tijani, please a round of applause for him. Professor O.B. Akinola, Professor Emeka Oshunwoke, I hope I did not murder your name, my apologies. Professor Emmanuel Udwa Emena, please a round of applause for him. Professor Stephen Alabi, Professor Moha, and Professor Adeyemi, please a round of applause for our dignitaries and eminent professors and scholars, and everyone that is truly here, because we are all eminent scholars in our own way. Please a round of applause for ourselves as the chairman of the LOC comes to give the vote of thanks. Dr. Imonsen, please a round of applause for him.
Thank you very much. The Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan, presented by Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Deputy Vice Chancellor RISP, the Provost of the College of Medicine, Deputy Provost of the College of Medicine, the President of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria, the Life Fellow, Professor A.B.O. Desalu, and Professor M.T. Shogubi. I want to welcome everybody to this August occasion. I appreciate everybody for making our time to come to these scientific sessions, and I say God bless everybody. I want to thank the university management for also receiving us and giving us support right from the start of the preparation to this very moment, and also to the conclusion of the whole matter. I also want to thank the Anatomical Society of Nigeria for giving us very good support, encouragement, bashing us left, right, and center to ensure we have a beautiful outing. I say thank you very much, the society. I also want to thank the local organizing committee of the Anatomical Society of Nigeria, UI 2024, for the sleepless night for all the troubles in putting this together. I say thank you very much and God bless. I also want to thank all the professors here present. Out of your busy schedule, you were able to make the trip right from any part of the world down to the University of Ibadan. I say thank you very, very much. I also want to thank all our distinguished colleagues who are here present. The postgraduate students are not left out, because research, I know, starts with the postgraduate students. And I say thank you very much for coming. The undergraduate students who are understudying us, we pray that you continue to study us and learn. We say thank you very much for coming to this occasion. We We thank you all, and we wish everybody the best of luck as you enjoy this program from the beginning to the end. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. Imosi. When I looked at the program, I saw that there are so many appellations for people. But I saw that that of Dr. Imosi is 1 PhD, that's 1. Number 2, Chairman. 3, LOC. 4, ASN. 5, UI. 6, 2 and 2024. And even conference. Please, a round of applause for this one. It's going to be a day. I think it is good to be here. Please, with the permission of the chairman, please turn to the person next to you and say, congratulations for being here. You wouldn't have been in any other place apart from this place. And we welcome all those of our participants in the diaspora as well, because as we are here, you can still hear the feedback. And we know that we are really kept to time. No, but none of us will receive a query from the office of the Vice Chancellor today because you have not really delayed anyone. Thank you so much. I would like to recognize the presence of these two distinguished persons. The acting head of department of the Department of Physiology, University of Ibadan, Professor Samuel A. Onosowo. Professor Onosowo, you are most welcome. Thank you so much. Also from my department, happy to recognize the presence of Professor Solomon Umokoro. Professor Umokoro, you are most welcome, sir. Thank you so much. Also, one great hand that rocks and really, well, I think I better stop it at that way because I can be punished for that. But please welcome Professor Wura Olashokobi. Thank you so much. We are going to rise up now for the anthems. First, the UI anthem, and then the national anthem.
Unibadan, fountainhead of true learning, deep and sound, soothing springs for all who thirst, fountains of knowledge to advance, pledged to serve our cherished goals, self-reliance, unity, God's nation may with pride help to build a world that is truly free. Unibadan, first and best, is true minds for the noble cause. Social justice, equal chances, greatness one with all its soul. Guide our people, things to know, wisdom stands to serve His Son. Help enshrine the right to learn, for the mind that knows He's a